teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Takes the handoff. It's Hunt. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's stopped. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looks to the left, pass caught. And that gain enough for a first set of downs, spotted at the 48.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And that run produces a decent gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. I'm the offensive coordinator. I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Caught by the receiver. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Stanford getting set for their 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Stanford has moved into the red zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going for his running back. Touchdown, Stanford, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kurt. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within and hopefully they play well today. My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Caught quickly. And he'll be brought down.
Of course, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. And it's taken at the 25. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. They call the draw play here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it incorrectly.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Snags with the throw. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He hands it off from the gun.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Here's the 2nd down play. Takes the handoff again. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Cardinal offense lines up 1st and goal. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete pack.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something on? And now the ball comes up. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. And Kirk gets Stanford in the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. So here we go, third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And the back now goes in motion. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So you run fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Here comes the handoff. Running through the tackle. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's caught across the middle. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
This time it's complete. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. And the Nittany Lions are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Tight end makes the grab. Ball down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Grabbed by the receiver. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that D.
Touchdown, Penn State. A much-needed counter-punch delivered. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going. And it just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. A play action, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Puts some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Can they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling? Looking right, this one caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, fourth and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Defense is coming after him. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple of plays before the half. The receiver grabs it. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. First down. We're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here first and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now he's stopping him on that line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. The back's got it. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. He's found some room at the 45. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. And the player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout or they check him out. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gives it to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Well, they're in field goal range now, but they're hoping for more. So on 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback drops back. Checks this down to the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Tight end goes in motion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Makes a quick grab.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd like to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before. Solid gain on that pass.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
2nd down after that previous play. Handing off on the draw play. He picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a 1st down.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Now the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a 1st down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Encroachment. Deep defense. Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Stanford now operating in the red zone. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
1st down here for this offense. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away.
Touchdown, Stanford. And that will give them the lead now. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Bringing pressure. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the 2nd half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down. 2nd down after the incompletion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They make the stop at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And Kirk, it's Stanford in the lead. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And pre-snap motion from the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense going on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Oh, it's dropped. A crucial play there on third down. Brings up fourth. The Nittany Lions will have to kick it away. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Trying to find some room. It's Hunt. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They'll run it here. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinal. They connect for 6. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On first down, it's a play action. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. That's good for a first down near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. A change of direction. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. The shotgun handoff here. Inside the 45. Finds room at the 30. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. You're late in the game. You got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line. Run that running back. Make sure he protects the football. And you got a great chance at a victory.
Lights up the defender. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Working clock with the ground game. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Ball handed off.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. Gets the wrist and still running. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking for some space. It's stopped. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Stanford has moved into the red zone. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. Stanford needing this 4th down conversion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
1st down, they're going to throw the ball. Catch made over the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's caught on the crossing pattern. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. first and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a